afternoon, everyone. This is Jared Rand, and welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call for Thursday, September 26, 2024, a little after 3:15 p.m. Eastern. We're having a reverse aging health call tomorrow night, Friday, a little after 9:15, and all the rest, a little after 9:15 p.m. Eastern. It's interesting that we were all birthed into these bodies, and our direction, and most of us, of course, we have amnesia, so we don't know what the direction is to discover that we are amazing, multi-dimensional, divine manifesting beings who can create anything we desire. It's huge and truly awesome task, and it requires that we unleash our full power and reveal our ultimate treasure inside. And the greatest treasure we have is found once we stop the mind and rest at our source of consciousness. And this is meditation. To stop the mind and rest at our source of consciousness. And it is the divine doorway to opening our lives up to the highest states of energy, love, and consciousness. Although it may be a temporary stopping, right? So the temporary stopping of the mind happens every day. Yet it's just whether we are doing it consciously or it's being done to us and have no way to create it. Perhaps, maybe, both are true. Yet when we allow a new perception of reality, and like this one, it can radically change our lives forever. Now, obviously, when you look at a coin, what do you see? Well, you see two sides, right? Heads, tails. But in actuality, there's three sides to it. The edge. And they are all true. It's not so much the doing, but the undoing that actually makes a shift occur. Letting go of the most minor shifts in perception, and the slightest adjustments to how we are seeing life, can totally transform our entire experience of who and what we are. We will discover that the greatest guru is always within you, the Maharishi. So it's use your mind instead of being used by your mind. Worship, respect, and honor and love this brilliant, all-powerful tool, because that's what it is, so you can create what you want in your life. When the mind is in charge, you're not going to create what you want in this life. Now, you realize that you choose to stop being unconsciously used by this tool. If you don't use the tool consciously, you'll be used by it. And this means don't get over-identified with your tool. And don't avoid your tool. And do not fight with your tool. The mind is not who you are. You are not the tool. Even if the mind tells you that you're a no-good failure 10,000 times, just know that you are 10,000 times closer to stepping back to become more conscious of your tool addiction and stop being used by it. Now, deep down, excuse me, realize your soul is ultimately in charge and running the show. Trust in this always. Trust that life has a higher intelligence than you'll ever understand. And it is taking you on the most exquisite, unique ride through this world, so that one day you sit back and you become the Jedi Master of your mind and experience the greatest form of satisfaction and pleasure. One last piece of advice for you on your manifesting journey, which I believe is one of the most helpful ideas to learn in this. Become devoted to being gentle with yourself. Devoted. No matter what. When you can be gentle with your mind, you will master it. And eventually, be free from it. Now, the mind will listen to you instead of you always listening to it. When you can have full mastery over the mind, all you feel is a great love and gentleness with every thought, every memory, and every experience you come across on your inner world. This is real mastery. Now, when you can be gentle, no matter what, no matter how crazy, irate, or demanding this world becomes, make the promise to yourself right now that you will be gentle with you no matter what occurs. No matter what. Enjoy the journey, because it's guaranteed to get even better. This earth has enough to satisfy everyone, everyone's need, but not everyone's greed. Mahatma Gandhi. Now, many of us, I'm not going to say all of us, but many of us in this very now moment are manifesting a more challenging experience of this life than is necessary. Simply because we are spending more time trying to deal with life through our heads rather than using our hearts. And this habitual head trip can leave us feeling dry and disconnected from living our passion, finding our mission, and discovering our wonderful soul purpose. By constantly overanalyzing ourselves, others, and the infinite material details of this world, we fall into some attempt to be in control of life, and later feel bound by experiences of loneliness, separation, and isolation. Spending too much time up in the head, we forget how to access our heart's natural wisdom and its infinite resources of love, compassion, and divine connection. The power of living from the heart center is enormous and deeply transformational. The heart holds the key to our most expansive and enlightened state of being. By simply holding our awareness on our heart center for even a few minutes, we can spark the ignition to fire up a deeper spiritual connection with life. In just a few minutes, the heart slowly begins opening, expanding our consciousness, and allows us to feel what it's like to totally trust in life and ourselves. This whole open heart lets us know we are held in the hands of this universe, showing us how we can relax deeply, completely, while we listen to the sacred heartbeat of God pulsing from inside. When we wish to find out what living life, this life, is like as a fully self-realized enlightening being, we must choose to live in complete devotion to our heart. The heart must become our fundamental base and spiritual guide. It must be the source where we find clarity about how to say what we most need to say, and what are the most loving actions we can take today. In order to reach this enlightened state, we must choose to reach deeper into our souls, beyond our minds, and allow ourselves to feel all of those rich, wonderful, good, and bad human feelings buried inside us. We must choose to feel all the darkness and lightness inside ourselves, while trusting that the spiritual fire from the heart is powerful and bright enough to transcend it all. Maintaining a perpetually open, loving heart is the secret to a beautiful life. The quality of an open heart keeps us warm, loved, and feeling safe. If ever life should treat us in a cold, bitter fashion, one might say that if you're able to keep your heart open 24 hours a day for 7 days a week, you can only manifest positive, successful, intimate relationships with everyone in your life. It's truly impossible to get hurt in any relationship if your heart refuses to close. You simply reconnect to an infinite source of love instead of getting sucked into the playing the role of the angry victim. The enlightened one lives only in the heart. When he or she moves about and deals with people and things, he or she knows that what is seen is not separate from the one supreme reality. The Brahman, the self, what is real. Ramam Rishi. Now the visualization, we always, visualize. I think many of us do. The purpose is in any meditation is to expand the love energy and vibration of your heart. In just a few minutes, you can notice a shift in the feeling of warmth, lightness, and love expanding inside your chest. A happier consciousness will soon begin bubbling up inside you. You'll feel you're being deeply connected with an infinitely healing source of love. Practice this visualization every morning and evening, and you'll experience the energy of deep eternal love growing inside your body and spreading throughout your life. Now, obviously, the more we do meditation, the greater we will increase our overall manifesting ability and capacity to remain in a constant positive flow. Now, this meditation, you can name it how you want to name it, all right? This is a golden heart chakra meditation. For the first 30 seconds of this meditation, focus your mind on the energy of the most enlightened, loving, sacred, or holy being you've ever met or heard of. Could be anything, anyone. Perhaps Jesus, Buddha, Mother Mary, a saint, an enlightened guru, an animal, or maybe someone you admire spiritually. Visualize them standing in front of you, knowing this is a higher vibrational being that is here to help you open your heart. You may meditate on a picture of this being if it helps you to feel their presence is in front of you now. When you do not feel familiar with any enlightened being, just imagine your heart is a beautiful flower opening to the warm rays of the sun. When you are challenged, if you are challenged, with visualizing images in your mind, do not worry, for it's accessing your feelings inside which are the most powerful and important. The more you learn how to relax your body and trust your inner world, the clearer your visualizations will eventually become. Take at least 60 seconds of focusing and feeling into this enlightened being's heart. Truly sense what it's like to live a day of their life with their heart. Keep reaching into their heart, sensing how much love they contain inside. Breathe this unconditionally loving feeling into your body. Imagine your heart and their heart are merging to become one stream of amazing golden heart energy. Visualize and feel a channel of golden light is connected from your heart into theirs. Let this golden channel of light energy melt through all the hard, untrusting, distant, or protective walls that may exist around your heart. With each breath you take, feel this golden channel of healing light is getting stronger, brighter, and spreading the energy throughout your body. Know you are always connected to your enlightened being's heart energy. Yet allow yourself to deeply rest and relax inside your heart. Notice if there is any expansive energy radiating from inside your heart. Bathe in your own heart, releasing any protection, hardness, or walls that were there. Let this be a deeply healing experience. And imagine the golden light is rooting and anchoring itself all throughout your body. Know this golden light is always available throughout your day and will help you often soften any walls that may suddenly arise around your heart and relax any tension in your body. When needed, bring your new golden radiating heart out into the world, share it with everyone, and enjoy. The one thing that love requires is to let others know that they are not alone. A really good quote from Frank Zappa. Kind of different, right? Without deviation from the norm, progress is not possible. Life is our greatest teacher. I believe most of us know that. It does have this mysterious, seductive way of showing us how deeply powerful, creative, and incredibly penetrating we are. This world wants to be penetrated by you, by your energy, your creativity, your love, and your consciousness. That is why it is here. This world is here to experience you, so that in return you get to experience it. This is the cosmic setup, and how we can learn, grow, and evolve as infinite souls traveling through this life on our mysterious journey home. What is that journey? What is home? Discovering the God you are within. That is home. We are not passive observers watching our lives flutter by. We are also not just actors on life's stage playing out these random personalities and the garden variety of roles handed down to us. We are that indescribable expansion and contraction of consciousness that is weaving itself in between. We are the blend of the observer, the observed, and the actor on the grand stage. We are the energy that's creating our actions. And this detached observer who is watching it all magically unfold. We are this interwoven space, this timeless spiritual essence that is beyond all rational comprehension. It can be tricky at first to understand that this divine interwoven mystery is who and what we really are. We've been programmed and imprinted to believe we are either this body or this soul, that we're either spiritual or material beings. Yet, when we look with a penetrating, piercing mind into the core infrastructure of our human reality, we will see that we are both. This universe is just too big to contain both. It's just too big not to contain both. And whenever we begin to identify ourselves with anything other than all three sides of the coin, we needlessly suffer. Whatever is given to you is precious. If it was not so, existence would not have given it to you. Also, suffering is not always bad. It is the most wonderful indicator that we are not being receptive, open, and available to this universe. Thank God there's something to notify us when we are off target. Our suffering, however, is not to be taken too personally. Suffering just means the ego, which is your individuated mind, has got you convinced that it's in charge and running the entire show. It is a master at pretending that your life is something smaller than the divine cosmic immensity that it truly is. The mind has got you hypnotized into believing its minuscule separate version of reality is true. It's like a colony of ants trying to convince every human being that their world is the only system that exists on this planet. And the most important one everyone should be focusing upon. All suffering stems from forgetting our connection with the God Source, which originates from a deeper complaint we have within ourselves that says life should be different than the way it is. The complaining ego doesn't trust that the all-intelligent, divinely creative God Source knows exactly what it is doing. Our ego maintains its kingly or queenly suffering state because it stopped being curious about this awesome divine matrix of life. It has forgotten about our spiritual freedom, the power of pure consciousness, and our ability to choose what really matters. On this planet, in this very now moment, everybody is carrying around hundreds of masks. Just watch. Talking to your lover, your boss, or with a person who is not going to fulfill any of your desires. Just watch your face. If you need their help the next day, just watch your face. Is there a moment in your life where you drop all your masks with everyone? Osho. Now we all know that God exists within everything, including our awareness right here, right now. At the deepest level of reality, the universe has given us an opportunity to discover this connection with the divine, which creates total freedom, love, empowerment, and enlightenment in our lives. We are given an opportunity while we are in a human body to create whatever we wish to, including transcending every level of suffering, life mastery, and mastery over our minds. Inner mastery is available to anybody who truly believes it's possible to be free from any type of suffering forever. Some people, however, feel that they need to suffer more before they are ready for liberation, while others believe they've had enough and are not willing to tolerate living in some version of inner conflict another day. Now, the most interesting thing is that people who are truly, honestly finished with their own personal suffering toleration project suddenly create an inner shift in their consciousness that has the most fascinating dimension to it. They begin having a fully open, consistently receptive, welcoming quality to life which behaves much like a cosmic womb, continuously ready and willing to give birth to a deeper connection with the God Source inside. When we look deeper and begin exploring what exactly is this cosmic womb, we see that it is the foundation for all matter, excuse me, and antimatter. It is this awesome, supremely empty, universal blackboard of which all consciousness and all its content fall upon. In a more spiritual context, you might say the cosmic womb is the home base where the creative all-God source abides. The womb is the feminine aspect of God, and all matter and consciousness is the male aspect. Just as you and I came from a womb, everything in this universe was also born out of a womb as well. It is what existed before the Big Bang, before the first thought, before there was any empty void in existence. When we begin personally exploring this 100% pure emptiness of existence, we can often first encounter negative states of emotional sensation such as lack, apathy, loss, or even depression. This is part of the normal emptying out procedure. This is simply a clearing of the ego's list of negative, limiting beliefs it's been gripping onto. Through a persistent curiosity, devotion, meditation, or spiritual practice of investigation, and remember, meditation is prayer, this purely empty, cosmically connected womb, like space inside us, we soon discover something radically divine and absolutely precious abides at the core. At the core of our inner cosmic womb is absolute freedom, true inner peace, an indescribable self-love, a deeply penetrating awareness, and the connection to all the power and energy in this universe. Now, I realize this must sound quite outrageous and unbelievable to some. Yet when you experience it for yourself, you'll see that's precisely what it is. The cosmic womb is your sacred entry point, your spiritual gateway to instantly commune with the divine. When we are inside this absolutely pure empty space, the most direct loving inner guidance immediately shows up, providing the most vital information and insights we were most needing to have. Discovering how to live in a constant reverent communion with this sacred womb within is the most solid spiritual foundation that we can relax our entire lives into. There is nothing more reliable, since the cosmic womb is always there, always ready to be received, and always creating the deepest possible transformation within us. When we surrender deeply to life, this life, we discover our own personal relationship and intimate connection with this deepest experience of reality. And to prove that it is real, we are given the gift of effortlessly finding total mastery over our minds, peace with every emotion we have, a profound unity with our own consciousness, and thus total mastery of our lives. I'll join you in a meditation, and I'll return to close us out. Take an easy and slow breath in through the nose, and an easy and slow breath out from the mouth. Remain still, relaxed into your body, focused on the breath, rising and falling. I invite you today to sit down and be very, very, very silent and become very still, like a statue, for however long you wish. If you move a muscle, even shift your eyes, then start the clock over. See if you can do it just for 5 or 6 real minutes of absolute perfect stillness. You will find that when you truly do this, you discover something that is more valuable than all the money and love in this world. In pure stillness, you stop the mind from chasing after all those things it thinks will make it happy. You start to become the one who causes amazing manifestations to occur in this life. You begin to consciously create your life instead of being a doormat where life tends to walk all over you. It's good to know while you're practicing that all the core of your being is a profound stillness. It is already here. You do not have to create stillness. Just let go of the mind. Be totally unfocused. And notice what happens when you cannot be disturbed. This stillness is always here, even in the most crazy moments of your life. The peaceful, calm consciousness is always here. Take today to stop your busy life and turn your awareness inwards. You will naturally and effortlessly find the peace that you so desperately seek. Relax. Let go of everything and devote today to finding utter stillness. Take this with you for the rest of the day, into the evening and night, the following morning. We'll return here Friday, September 27, 2024. A little after 3:15 p.m. Eastern to continue our global guided meditation call, and a little after 9:15 p.m. Eastern to continue our reverse aging health call and all the rest. Be gentle, kind, generous, and humble with yourself at all times. Be in the highest of the highest high, deepest of the deepest deepest, truest of the truest truest. Eternal gratitude at all times, no matter what's happening within you or outside of you. Open your heart and allow the magic to flow in.